okay, the phrase, do you really want to do this? I made a YouTube short saying that's a great way to squelch a lot of confrontations. It's just asking the person, last layer to try to get you out of the situation, but ask them in a way that lets them know that you know what you're doing. So check out the short I did on that. But here's the story. So I used to work in the industry, the bar industry, as a bouncer. So we get a lot of guys that were big and tough, and when they got a little bit of alcohol, they wanted to fight. And I was in Virginia Beach, where there's a lot of soldiers and clash of the locals versus military, so we would have to squelch everything. And sometimes the aggression would turn to me, and that's the phrase I would use. Come on, man, do you really want to do this? If they did, close the distance, try not to hurt them, take them down, control the situation. Anyways, make a long story short, using that phrase squelched a lot of the confrontations, even when they've been drinking. And when I stepped in to break up the confrontation, I would say, hey guys, come on, man, do you guys really want to do this? Ruin a good night. So it gives the person time to think and a way out, okay? And it's a way out that doesn't really hurt their ego. They get time to go, man, this ain't worth it. But check this story out. One time I'm hanging out with my good friend who's a high-level jiu-jitsu guy, very good at stand-up. And he bumps into somebody, and the guy, of course, wants to fight him. And he doesn't look like he's that much real, real unassuming person. But this guy could ball you up in a pretzel. He's a high-level wrestler, too. So I felt, in my eyes, that I was going to get to watch a little show. This when I was younger. I was just going to let him do his thing. So I hear him tell this person, come on, man, do you really want to do this? Using the phrase. And the person's like, yeah. He goes, well, let's not do it in here. So he's putting his hand, let's not do it in here. I don't want to ruin everybody's night. Let's take it outside. And the guy's like, all right, let's take it outside. So he walks outside. I'm walking out behind the guy, making sure everything's cool, no buddies. But as my buddy's walking outside, he's taking his pants off. Needless to say, we just got back from New Jersey from doing a grappling competition, and he had his grappling shorts underneath. So he didn't want to ruin his pants, because I know he's going to do a low single or a double. So he's taking his pants off. As we get outside, the guy sees him pulling his pants down. He's like, hey man, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I got my fight shorts underneath. I just want to I don't want to ruin my nice pants. He's standing there talking to the guy with his pants down. The guy looks at him and is like, nah, man, we're good. We're good, man. My buddy's like, nah, man, just give me a couple seconds. Nah, man, we're good. We're good. It was one of the funniest things I had ever seen late night. We're being out where we shouldn't be out. But he squelched the whole confrontation by taking his pants down. I'm not saying to take your pants down, but I'm just using that example as there's always a way to diffuse the situation. Now, you're gonna find most fighters, high-level fighters, never fight on the street. They fight in the gym. They usually don't have egos because they fight in the gym. And they know what can happen if they fight on the street. Okay, not every situation could be a life or death situation. And even if it isn't, you could just lose everything you own. So that's why a bunch of times a high-level fighter will always diffuse the situation and try to get out of the situation. But remember this one technique, and again, practice makes habits. You gotta play with it in the gym. Ask the person, do you really wanna do this? Make it a great day.